Hello and welcome to the Shoppers Market Live. I'm your host, Antonia Gable, and we are so thrilled to have you joining us. We have an incredible lineup of guests, all of which will motivate you to be the best version of yourself with some of the most amazing products that they have created themselves. We start with Tresharna, the owner and founder of Radiant Gray Wellness. Tresharna, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. We are thrilled to have you. First off, tell us, what is Radiant Gray Wellness?
So Radiant Gray Wellness is an active duty and veteran-owned business. It is owned by myself, Trish, and my husband, Dakota Gray. We're stationed in Beaufort, South Carolina. Actually, we started back in 2020 just making soaps, and then we recently transitioned into making journals. So Radiant Gray Wellness is really just the foundation of what we want to be in our careers. I am in university to ultimately, at the end of this very long road, be a psychologist. My husband is going to school for business, so he's going to be our operations manager. And this is just a process along the way to the end of that.
That's fantastic. I know it's a vision for change. You guys aim to end the stigma surrounding mental health. So talk about what led up to you two starting this business.
Okay, so I'm an active duty Marine, and when my husband was, there is a lot of stigma surrounding Marines who would have issues with mental health, issues in their personal life, needing someone to talk to, and finding that courage actually to go and seek that help. Now, there's been a lot of reform and change in the Marine Corps since in the last few years, right? However, there is still a lot of work to be done in order to really normalize some of the difficulties that we face and processing uncomfortable emotion. So really, our goal is just to help with our products in the process of going through life, processing trauma, and taking care of yourself and your mental health.
So tell us what you offer in your business.
Of course. So we offer several guided journals. I can show you a few if that's fine. The first is our couples journal. This one is called In Sync, and it's available on TikTok Shop, Amazon, or website, Facebook, Instagram, Walmart Marketplace. This basically helps to have the conversation in relationships that really should be had, and it's really uncomfortable to have at first. We have several other journals. For example, this is our best-selling journal that we've created so far. It's I Am Golden, and it is a self-esteem journal. Now, the prompts in this journal actually helps the user to talk about how they feel, talk about what led them to have like negative self-beliefs, and then with the prompts and the affirmations that are in there, it helps to encourage a positive self-image.
If you don't mind, go back to the couples journal. That is very unique. I've never seen anything like that, but I really
Yeah.
like the idea. Explain how it works.
Okay, so in this journal, there are prompts. There is an introduction on the first page, and it basically tells you that, using this journal is a meaningful way to explore emotional safety and deepen the relationship, because some conversations can be uncomfortable to have at first, but it is really important to understand if you and a potential partner are on the same page when it comes to life. So the topics that we cover is basically, understanding each other, trust, communication, emotional availability, and I can go through some of the prompts with you. So like the first, it says, what does emotional safety mean to you? For everyone, that is different. And this prompt, the way it's set up in this section of the journal, is for one partner to write their answers here, the other partner to write their answers here. I also have in here other prompts that say, describe a moment where you felt completely accepted by your partner. Talk about a moment when you did not feel completely accepted by your partner. Describe a moment where you felt that you were fully trusted by your partner. Was there ever a moment when you did not feel fully trusted by your partner? Or was there ever a moment when you felt like you could not trust your partner? It also goes into other aspects such as child care, It also goes into parenthood and mental health when it comes to relationships. So how to take care of your partner. This prompt, it says, what are some nonverbal cues that indicate that you need space? So it's really important to like understand your partner, and this journal helps you do that because we all have tough times. It's just about how we handle it and what our spouses know about us and to, help handle it. These questions, I believe my husband and I have a great relationship. These questions, this journal was created by the both of us, and they're based on things that we've talked about ourselves. And now that we are parents, we've really come to the conclusion that it is a good thing that we were able to have these conversations before we became parents. It was a good thing that we saw what each person was like when they're angry, when they're upset, stuff like that.
That is incredible. So you and your husband came up with all of these questions. Obviously, you each fill out your responses, which I imagine that it's a little easier to respond writing something out than having that conversation that could get a little heated. Talk about
Of
the
course.
benefits of journaling and answering these questions. What has this provided for you and your husband, and what do you hope it provides for others?
Okay, so some things simply cannot be said. And even if you are able to say it, it comes out way differently and less of the magnitude that you intend it to be, right? So with journaling, knowing that this is what you're communicating, there is no interruptions in what you're trying to say, you're better able to just put it on paper. And then with your
Yeah.
partner, they're able to just read without interrupting you every two,
Yep.
three sentences that you say. They're
Yes.
able to completely get in that moment what you are trying to say from start to finish. We also included communication tips in here just in case the user would like to talk about these prompts instead of writing about it. So these tips are also good for after writing about it, if there's communication, if you need to have a conversation about whatever was written to clear the air about anywhere where there might be misconceptions, you can do that.
Okay, I absolutely love this. So there's one that you can fill it together as a couple, and then there's individual journals. When we go to your website, what else will we find at radiantgraywellness.com?
So if you should go through our website, you would find our other products. We have bookmarks that are on there, positive affirmation bookmarks. We have seasonal bookmarks. We also have apparel. One of our best-selling apparel is the one that says this is an anxiety-free zone, because something that we really normalize as a society is setting boundaries. If there are people who come into your space and they give you a lot of anxiety, or you experience anxiety saying yes to things that you really want to say no to, this is really just a great way to say, look, I am not here for any of this. Anxiety free. I want no parts. On our website also, we have weekly meetings, support groups. So there is a link that takes you to all of the support groups that we have. We have a mental health support group. We have a sexual assault support group. And those are our two main support groups right now. Until we have other members to branch into other types of support groups, we don't have those yet. Those are just the only two that we have
Wow.
to
So
start.
it's like a one-stop shop for mental wellness. That is incredible.
It is.
Tell me the story behind the name. Where did this come from, the name? And what does it mean?
Okay, of course. So self-care is more than just taking care of yourself. The Gray, obviously, that is our last name, Tresharna and Dakota Gray. We are about wellness and mental wellness. When you are well mentally, that radiates off you, right? Just like when you are well physically, that radiates off you. You have that glow. So that's really where the name came from. It's just radiant gray wellness. It is unique. We did our research. We are intending to have this name trademarked. We don't see anyone else with this name, and that's the name that we chose because I feel like it best, when you hear it, it represents us. It represents what we're trying to do. We're trying to push mental health. We're trying to push self-care. We're trying to normalize not being okay and normalize helping yourself, self-help.
Yeah, and you're improving many, many lives. Tell people where they can find you, where they can find your products, and I imagine that you ship across the country. Is that correct?
We do domestic and internationally. So our website
Okay.
is radiantgraywellness.com. So you can purchase products through our website. All of our journals are available on Amazon. You can find us also on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Walmart Marketplace. And these are our QR codes. So this will take you to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And our website is just our name, radiantgraywellness.com.
You two are ready to change the world. That is incredible.
We hope to. We hope to. I've experienced myself a lot of stigma surrounding times when I'm struggling with my mental health. And so I don't want that to be what is normalized, because what should be normalized is sometimes we are just not okay, and it's okay to seek help.
And you're obviously offering so many different opportunities for that. Thank you so much, Tresharna. Thank you for sharing with us. We so appreciate it. RadiantGrayWellness.com is where you can find all of her products. Thank you again. Have a great day.
Thank you so much, and you as well.
Thank you. So much more ahead when the Shoppers Market Live returns after this very short break. We'll be right back. So you've been invited to a party or get together, but you're tired of bringing the same old dips and spreads and dishes. You want to impress your friends and family? To Market Gourmet Goods has you covered. Check out their dips and spreads. Listen to the names of these. We've got Mama Lily's Hatch Green Chili. How cute is that? It rhymes. We've got Pardon My French Onion. By the way, these are gluten-free, salt-free. The heat is on. I'm going to try this one. I love you some spicy dips. Jack and the Bean dip here. And it is Greek to me. So each of these is 100% natural, gluten-free, salt-free. They're dip mixes, or it can be a spread. On the back, you've got very simple ingredients. And these can make really large quantities, or you can make a smaller dip and you can reseal it and save it for later. Plus, what a great gift this could be. Jack in the Bean Dip is much more than just a dip. So when you go to the back, you can see there's a dip mix or a bean dip mix where you can add cheddar or Monterey Jack cheese, refried beans, sour cream, and then 3 tablespoons of this seasoning. Or you could use this to season your taco meat. Pardon my French onion, much more than just a dip. Of course, on the back, you can see the recipe for the dip. You can also make it into a spread with cream cheese, or you can use this and make a soup. Saute 1 diced white onion, add 3 cups of beef broth, add 4 tablespoons of, pardon my French, onion mix, and then bring it to a simmer, add cheese and croutons, and enjoy. Yum! The heat is on. They've got a dip mix. They've got a spread recipe. Or you could do a chili and queso. And then there's Thrill of a Dill. Dill, onion, parsley, celery seed, dextrose, rice concentrate to prevent the caking. Listen to this. It makes a dip mix or a spread recipe, or it could be a delicious salmon seasoning as well. Here's the best part. You only need 2 ingredients for either the dip or the spread. The spread, you can add cream cheese, and then you can substitute Greek yogurt for each of these. So today I'm going to make Jack and the Bean Dip. I think my family would really enjoy this. Plus I've got some great tortilla chips to use for the dip. All I need is 1 cup of sour cream, 1 cup of mayonnaise, and 3 tablespoons of the seasoning mix, and I can save the rest for when I have people over. All right, so I'm gonna put the base. Still have some left over. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, now for the taste test. Wow, that has so much flavor. That is so good. I don't know if there's going to be any left by the time my kids get home. Oh well, I've got more dips. Oh, that's really good. All right, better get it in the fridge before I eat it all.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Oh, good. I got a snack for you. You guys hungry?
Oh, thank goodness. I'm starving.
We're hungry.
Okay, so this is a new dip. It's by To Market Gourmet Goods. And this is Jack and the Bean Dip.
Sounds good.
Okay, give it a try.
Take a sip.
I think you're really gonna like this.
Chips.
Yeah, we need more chips.
Okay, here we go.
Because you're gonna want to eat all of that dip.
That's really good.
Yeah? I told you. See, Mother knows best. Oh, you're going in for more. Okay, we gotta leave some for
A
Dad.
little bit of spice. That's good.
How good?
It's real good.
Very picky eaters, I should say. So I'm thrilled that everybody liked it because I loved it. We're going to show you the website. It's To Market To Market. That's just To Market To Market.com. And when you go there, it is much more than just dips. But let me tell you, first of all, have you ever had a packet dip and then you feel like you got to go take a nap right after? These taste like someone went to their garden, grabbed some fresh herbs, and made you a fresh dip. There's no salt, there's no gluten, there's no MSG. It tastes so fresh, so flavorful. As you can see on the website, there are so many different dips to choose from. They can all be turned into spreads as well. Some can be used for crock pot recipes. You could do a taco meat mix. Just use it on salmon. That's what's so incredible. But There's so much more. It's not just the dips. They have cheese ball mixes. They have ceramic dip chiller sets. They are so cute. And they are holiday themed as well. They have a grill bag for your veggies to keep them from falling through the grate on the barbecue. They have mulled wine spices and then olive oil and spices. So they have so many great gift bundles as well. You've got to check out their website, to-market.com. They've got gourmet goods. It's all natural dips and spreads. One more plug because this one sounds so amazing. I haven't made it yet, but it's Greek to me. You can do the dip, but you can also make it a thicker spread for crackers or little bread, crostini. You can use cream cheese, mayonnaise, Kalamata olives, feta cheese, and then 4 tablespoons of this. And you're going to have a ton left over to make other different dips and dishes. It's just so much fun. Really great gift idea as well. Our next guest joining us is the owner and founder of Solibration, Jordyn. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful. Tell us about Solibration. How did this come about and what do you offer?
Okay, so it actually started as a school project in my bilingual class, my bilingual class for the Spanish English. We were asked to, as one of our projects, to write a bilingual children's book. And then at the end of that semester, the professor asked if she could use some of our manuscripts to donate to the school district. And I thought, I'm really proud of this work. I'd like to take it all the way. And so I connected with one of my good friends who is the illustrator, and I asked her if she'd be willing to illustrate the book for us, and we joined together in partnership. So she's the co-founder, and we created this book. So it's the first in a series. The idea is the character, Soli. She is a dancer, and she's going to learn about culture so this book she visits Puerto Rico, but in the following books she will visit other countries. She'll learn something about the culture through dance, and then she'll face some type of emotional intelligence dilemma that she will overcome via her experience in that country and learning about the dance. So that's
so cute. What is the age range for this book?
So it's for the grade range, I didn't much think of age, but I guess kindergartners are about 5 years old, because it's about kindergarten to 4th grade to be read to, and then 2nd and 3rd and 4th for independent reading. So I think second graders are 2 years old, and then 4th graders are about 10. No, second graders are 8, so 8 to 10 for independent. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So you have a series. Tell me about the different languages. So if she visits different countries, are these books offered in different languages?
So the books, because part of my focus with my degree is Spanish, so it will be in English and Spanish. Even though she's going to other places, it will still be in English and Spanish. One because here in the States, it's a very prominent language. It's the #1 second language, but also because it forces me to use it, because if you don't use it, you lose it. So wherever I am, while I'm working on Soli books, I'm going to be making myself just continue to use it, to continue to use what I've learned.
Talk about the process of writing a book and illustrating a book. I know you didn't yourself do the illustrations, but you partnered with someone. Take us through the book. Show us some of the pictures. And I mean, to do 2 different languages, there's a lot that goes into this book, even if it's a shorter story, right? How long did this take you? And what is the process?
Yeah. So I would say roughly a year. So we started, like I said, it started off as a school project. So it was first I was so upset about it. I'm like, this is not a composition Spanish course. Like, why is she making us write a story? But then I thought of something that was easy to write because I love to dance, and I love the island of Puerto Rico. So then it became really easy, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. I love writing this story. And I kind of dove into it, and I got to know the character just like as writing the manuscript. So anyway, the project was done. The next steps that I had to kind of get with a editor, got the editor. We worked with the editor, worked with the critique group, and when the story was, honestly, the story wasn't even wrapped up, and Frances, the illustrator, she was on board before the manuscript was even complete. So I was kind of working it as she was doing illustrations. And bless her heart, she had to change a lot of them because I would change some of the manuscript, and some of the illustrations would not necessarily complement the story. So that was a process that we kind of learned for the next series to get the manuscript pretty tight and pretty get a set foundation for it. And after that, we went through the publishing, and that was a whole nother, it was a process. It's a process.
Oh, I can imagine. But the pictures are phenomenal. They're beautiful, big pictures, but obviously I can see all the words. This is not just a picture book. This is quite a story.
Yes. Yeah, this is a storybook. I learned as I did this that there are different levels. So picture books would only have 500 words. This one does have more, so it is considered technically a storybook. Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. So this is such an inspirational story. This started as a school assignment. I think this could be a great lesson and very inspiring to any student out there. Sometimes you get an assignment that might seem frustrating, but look what this has led to for you. This is a business now. You've got the series of books. Tell us what else you've created, all from this one assignment.
So what we have right now, that is for purchase, we have our bookmarks. So these little adorable bookmarks these are our Soli intros. So this is kind of introducing you to who she is, things that she enjoys. So she's a busy girl. She enjoys horse riding and roller skating and fashion. So this is that. And then we have our dancing Soli bookmark.
And what does her name mean?
So when I I used to live in Puerto Rico, and I managed a shop there, and one of the employees that worked there, her name was Solimar. And in Spanish, Sol is sun, E means and Mar means sea. So it means sun and sea. But I love the name. I loved her name, and I wanted this character to have a celestial name, and I wanted it to be racially ambiguous, and I just felt that name was very fitting. We went through a ton of names, and I felt like that was the perfect fit. The mother who's in the story, but she's not referenced beyond being mom in this story, but her name is technically Star. And I just like the idea of having something celestial, something that was racially ambiguous, and that every young girl could identify with.
So beautiful. What made you decide I'm going to make this into a book and a business and keep going with it?
I mean, there are a couple of reasons. I am learning Spanish still, but I'm pretty fluent with Spanish, but I'm still learning. I think I will always be a Spanish student. Even with English, I'm still learning things in English. So one of the things that I did not find were many bilingual books as I was trying to grasp the language. I thought, oh, that'd be great to see it side by side. When we had this project and I was considering this, I'm like, wow, they really, I don't believe that there are a lot out there. So I feel like there's a need for it. And this actually became such a joy as I was like every day it was more exciting, writing the manuscript, changing, modifying, making changes, developing her character. But when we got to illustrating, like it was like, oh, she's coming to life. And I just think the possibilities kind of, the ceiling, like it bursted open and I'm like, oh no, like this is it. We're doing this. It's something that I just so passionately believe in. Like I said, dance is a passion of mine and I always wanted to, I'm a little bit older, so it's not really ideal that I'll be a prima ballerina one day in life, but I wanted to contribute to the dance arena, you know?
Yes, you can be in a book, right? You can
Exactly.
do whatever you want.
I can be, the world is mine. And,
Yes.
so I wanted to contribute to that arena and I didn't know how I really fit into it. And so when I landed here, I'm like, oh, this is it. This is how I do it. This is how I mixed, I mix dance and I contribute to the world. This is something that I can give. Like we can give a lovable character that faces adversity but finds a way and keeps things positive. This is what I can share. So, and it includes dance.
I know it's so sweet. I know it doesn't end here, right? What is next? How do you have a series and how many?
So it's yet to come. We're working on it. The goal is March of 2024 for a release. And it may change because that's what happens until things are printed. And even then, sometimes things change. But Soli, the title, as it stands now, Soli does the Monster Bash. And yes, it's a thriller. I've read it to a couple of my little ones who, not my little ones, but my audiences that are smaller, just to get an idea, some feedback to see what needs to, get some critique from them. And eyes lit up. So it was, it's gonna be a twister. It's she faces some monstrous challenges, let's say.
Oh, too bad it's not available now. I know it's the perfect time of year, but that's something to look forward to. How do we find her and all of your bookmarks and all that fun stuff? Where do we go?
Okay, so easiest places are online. It's available on Amazon. It's available on Amazon, on Barnes and Noble, online. I don't think it's in the store there. In Grand Rapids, Michigan, it's available at Schuler Book and the Grand Rapids Public Museum or Van Andel Museum, and their gift shop, the Curiosity Shop. It's available, is that it?
And it's Soli the Dancer, right? Soli the Dancer.
Yes.
Soli the Dancer, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, I mean, you name it. I'm sure if people Google, they'll obviously be linked to the book. And I'm going to encourage people when they get it to leave a review because I know that helps as well. I know that will, yes, bring more people to your book. I love what you're doing. Absolutely love it. We do need more of this. And I take in many languages. I don't speak a lick of any of them because like you mentioned, when you don't use it, you lose it. So I think this could definitely help out and start kids at a very young age and learning about other cultures and places as well. So bravo to you. Jordyn, thank you so much. We wish you all the best with Soli.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see what's next. Take care, my friend.
Thank you.
So much more coming up next when the Shoppers Market Live returns. We'll be right back. You stay right there.
I got to say it was available on Instagram.
Hi, I'm Antonia Gable. You may recognize me from my segments showcasing products on the Home Shopping Network. Well, today I'm here to talk to you about a new project. I'm excited to have partnered with the Shoppers Market to offer a unique live shopping experience. This is an opportunity for small businesses to feature their products live right from the comfort of your own craft room, studio, workshop, kitchen, or wherever you produce the items that your small business sells.
And then my daughter presented me with, a few days later, a bracelet that looked very similar to this one here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, isn't it beautiful? So
Very
she
pretty.
tells me, as she puts this on my wrist, that she says, Mama, life is full of happies and sads, ups and downs, but it's in the calm clearness where we find love and connection.
In a virtual interview setting, we will learn about your business, your story, and your products all at the same time, encouraging viewers watching the live stream from across Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok to visit your website or online store to purchase the products they are seeing on their screen.
This is what's fantastic. You mentioned like a cookie cutter, and that's what they all look so perfect to me. That's what's so fascinating.
Yes. So, you know, when after you like shape it, you have to bake it to harden it. And along with that, after baking, I have to sand them to make them very smooth.
So essentially, we're offering similar opportunities as larger businesses get on QVC or HSN, but for smaller businesses just like yours across social media, reaching thousands of shoppers at once. Starting this September, our live shopping shows will stream weekly and feature 3 to 4 small businesses in each episode. Want your small business to be featured? Click the link below to learn more about this exciting opportunity and apply to have your business featured.
Welcome back to the Shoppers Market Live. It was their health journey that led to start TEAMCHILDS. Joining us now, the founders of TEAMCHILDS, Rick and Tiffany Childs. Thank you so much for joining us. Tell us about your story. I feel like you've got quite a story and quite a journey that has led you to TEAMCHILDS. Explain what TEAMCHILDS is and what was your health journey.
Okay, well, we will do our introduction. So I'm Rick.
And I'm Tiff.
And we're TEAMCHILDS. So TEAMCHILDS. Thank you. So TEAMCHILDS started back in 2016 when we started our health journey. And when we started our health journey, I was 311 pounds. My wife was 311 pounds also. And I had a host of health issues that were all weight related. So we joined a weight loss boot camp in 2016, and in 7 months, we lost 188 pounds together. So, and it was just eating consistently. Yeah. And you know, people don't understand consistency is pretty much with anything that you do, whether you're going, you know, the right way or the wrong way. If you're consistent, you're going to get results. And that's what happened for us. So we lost the weight, but we didn't stop there. We said that we wanted to become healthier. We didn't want to go back and keep doing the same things over and over again. So we had to deal with it from a mindset. So that's where TEAMCHILDS comes in. So TEAMCHILDS, for us, what it means is teach, empower, assist, and motivate. And that's what we do as coaching. We coach what is called health renewal. And all of this has birthed out of us starting in 2016. And what we realized was it had to be a mindset change, because you can exercise as much as you want. You can change your eating habits as much as you want. But if you don't change your mindset, you know, and for us, it starts spiritually, mentally, and physically. And once we started in that order, you know, and that was it. Because a lot of people start physically and then they don't know where to go after that. So that's,
and obviously,
basically. Go ahead.
You had each other to help each other through this. And you feel so passionate about what you were able to do for each other that you're wanting to help others achieve this. Why?
Because we did see that for my wife and I, we were kind of a minority in the group, because there weren't a lot of husband and wife dynamics. And, for me coming through a lot of the programs and stuff, I saw mostly women, very few men,
Yeah.
and very few couples. So it was so important for us to show up the way that we did. And it also motivated us because the fact is, everything that we do has a story behind it. Our product, which is No Nuts Energy Mix, our mottos that motivate and inspire people, like we don't quit, we finish. All of them
Yes.
have a story behind it. And it, I think everybody can have a lot of the same products, but it's the story that really makes the difference. And that's
Yes,
what's
because it
really
sticks up
helped
here.
us.
It
Yes.
sticks up here and it keeps you going. This is awesome. So awesome. I haven't seen anything like this. I have not. You're right. It is all women. So I'm sure that was very inspirational. Talk about what you offer when people go. This is your website, right? TEAMCHILDS.store. Is that correct?
That's
Our
our store for our products.
Your store.
Yeah, for our products.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
And
So
tell us
for
what
that,
people will find. How do they get started with you?
okay, so we have other website to connect for our health renewal coaching programs. We teach nutrition, we teach mindset, and that we can be reached at teamchilds.org. So
Okay.
And it's TEAMCHILDS with the S.org.
Yes.
Got it.
S.org. So
Yes.
So that's for
yeah,
the coaching. So they can reach you there and they will get the two of you. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
And
And
take
actually
me through
they
that package.
Okay, so what we do is we teach individuals and couples in what we call as a team huddle. We do once every Monday, and what we do is we connect with everyone. We go over different aspects of nutrition from a physical standpoint, from a spiritual and mental standpoint. We go over a lot of different. What we do is we go back to the basics, because I think a lot of people, when you talk about health and you talk about nutrition, really the only thing people know is carbs, fats, and protein, but it's so much deeper than that. And when you understand that part, then you can make better decisions, because that's really what it came down for us, to be able to make better decisions in our nutrition. Because for me, I understood that if I wanted to go in a direction for us to coach, personal training, is okay, but nutrition is the key. We saw that nutrition for us helped us not only with weight management, but also just total health. One of the things that we tell our what we call team members, what we tell them is that you have to understand how you operate from the inside. So what I mean by that, when you go to your doctor, you get lab work done, and your inside does not lie. It doesn't tell, but the truth.
Yes.
So I'm a firm believer in every 3 months to every 6 months, I go get blood work done. And what that tells me is that I'm eating right, I'm sleeping right, and I'm moving right. And it helps me to understand that I'm going in the right direction. And if, say, for instance, my vitamin D level is down, then I know what I need to do to get it up. My vitamin B12 level is down. I know what I need to do to get it up. And see, that's the other thing we teach people, because when you go to your doctor, most of the time you don't know what to ask for. You don't know what labs to look for. You don't know what blood work to take. And our doctors are amazed when we show up, because we ask questions they're not used to. My wife's in the medical field, and she's been in it for many years. So she's helped me on that side. Yeah. So she's helped me really well on that side. And I handle the nutrition side of it. I'm what is called the head of nutrition for TEAMCHILDS. So I do all the cooking, I do all the shopping, I do all the measurements. I'm also known as the air fry king. That's another story. Air frying helped in this journey for us. And I learned how to air fry healthy, and also to be able to food prep doing air frying, and also just using different products on that line. And that's what kept me motivated, kept me engaged, and kept me on point.
And we also should talk about how nutrition, how our son, we have a son that has autism, and the doctors wanted us to put him on ADHD medication, but we wanted to try to address it through nutrition. And we got his gut health really, really good. And now he is thriving without the medications. Our medicine cabinet is our kitchen. It's our nutrition.
Yes.
It's our nutrition.
It's amazing. It's amazing what you can do with food. I think what you have is something very unique. I love that you're doing it together and helping others. You've turned this into a business. Talk about the pricing. I know there are people watching going, my gosh, this is what I need. This is what I haven't seen before. They need to go to teamchilds.org. What kind of pricing are they looking at to hire you to as a coach?
Okay, so what we do is a 8-week program, and for our 8-week program right now, it is, I believe it's $545 right now for 8 weeks. But we do have a lot of discounts when we come in, because there's so many things that we do, just like the one initial product that we're promoting now, the No Nuts Energy Mix, that came out of the same story. As we started down this journey, I'm allergic to nuts. So I'm gonna tell you something real quick. In 2007, my doctor told me that I had a nut allergy, but I married her anyway.
And you have a sense of humor.
Thank you. So, and we say that at all our events. I know.
I'm sure when the camera goes off.
No, she loves it. That's the only reason I can do it.
Everyone loves that story.
Yeah. So. No, you got to have a sense of humor. You do. And so now let's talk about the store real quick. You got teamchilds.store. So you've got your products on there. What are some of the products that we'll find?
Okay.
Well, the product we are showcasing today is our No Nut Energy Mix. This was birthed because, why? You have to tell the story, babe.
Oh, so again, you heard the joke, but the actual, in all seriousness, I do have an allergy, and my son also. So I was looking for a nice, easy snack. I love trail mix and could not find anything on the market. And this is almost, like I said, 6 years ago. So instead of doing without, I said, well, let me put something together, but let's put something together that is very healthy. So, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, 5 different fruit, and ginger. And all of those together which brings a great synergy, because everybody knows the products individually. But the synergy, as far as how we put it together, makes a difference. Another thing is, we tell people it's a premium trail mix. It's great by itself, but it's also great on ice cream, salad, anything that you can think of that you can put it on. Yeah, that's exactly what everybody says. And then when they taste it, we've had people just, are amazed by it. So this is actually what we're selling at most events. We have a 6-ounce bag and a 3-ounce bag, and the 6 ounce is 15. The 8 ounce is also, 3 ounces, 8, and we normally have deals on our events, but also 2 on our website. But they can also reach it on teamchilds.store, and then also is it also on teamchilds.org is also our product page is also there.
Tell me a few of the other products, because I did scroll through. You've got a few other things that are very motivating, right?
Oh, okay. Yes. So again, a part of the story. So for us to keep motivated, mottos, sayings, all of these things, and started putting them on t-shirts. So I would wear them to the gym, and I'd have, like, again, we don't quit, we finish, which we have the armbands, no results. Yeah, a lot of the t-shirts we have are results of some of these mottos that over the years, like no results without hard work. So it was just, worship water, workout water, win. That's something that we, honestly believe each and every morning. That's our foundation. That's how we start out. So for us, just having those sayings, those mottos in front of us, has motivated us to be able to stay on point, stay on track. And even if we get off a little bit, there's guardrails there to bring us back into the middle of the road and keep us going. And we have each other. We're, our accountability. So that's even, more important. And like I said, as a team, she has her position, I have my position, and we come together and we're able to teach people, again, teach, empower, assist, and motivate each other.
Two is better than one. Isn't that the truth? And I think the success to any business is when you can't find it out there, you create it yourself. And that's what you two have done, which is absolutely incredible. Again, tell us where people can find you, all your platforms. And I imagine that you ship and work with people across the country. Is that the case?
We do.
Yes.
We do.
Yes.
So our main thing is we are online only as of right now. We are trying to get into stores. So prayerfully, we will get into stores very, very soon with our premium product here. This is really good, especially for people that have your nut allergies as well. For the schools, the kids, you can throw it in your bag, your backpack. Use it as a meal replacement. Placement is good as a topper again for like your salads, your yogurts, your ice cream. My son made some pancakes the other day and he sprinkled some of this in
Yum.
it was amazing. Put it in your baked goods. But our social platforms for our products is teamchilds.store. For our coaching program, that's teamchilds.org. Our social media handles for the Team Childs No Nut Energy Mix is No Nut Energy Mix on Facebook. It's No Nut Energy Mix on Instagram. Or you can find us on Team Childs. Team Childs on Facebook. On Instagram is the real Team Childs on Instagram. And I think that's all for our
I know you have to
social
switch
media
it up.
platforms.
It's hard to remember everything. But I know people will find you. I get it. But we've had up the entire time, we've had your name and your websites and your store, obviously. So Tiffany and Rick, what an incredible story. You two are true inspiration and you're changing lives. And I love that you're doing it together. You're going to stay married forever. No doubt. No doubt.
Yes.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
All the best. Bye-bye.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that does it for us. What an on the Shoppers Market Live. We will see you next time. Have a great day.